Hello everybody, my name is Anthony. Oh, I don't have my thing open. There we go. Hello, we're Mexico. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, we are currently breaking some strikes. East Asia's at war with itself, but we can ignore that for now. Canada seeks immediate patriation. 63 out of 8. Yeah, they've now gone. And I guess have now officially declared their independence, even though they kind of broke away as soon as Great Britain was no longer, they've gone their absolute monarchy route. The Joint Defense Board, okay. Will you make the alliance? Because I will 100% join your alliance. Can't create factions. Britain is not enforced our loyalty. I mean, that just means they can make a faction, though. But again, like, does that... No, but they already have a faction. They don't even need to make a faction. They already have one. And they don't want me to join in it because they have no strategic reason for us to be in it. So I think they would need to be at war for us to have strategic reasons. I mean, we border the British. Technically, we have a border with Britain. If Canada ever ends up at war with Britain, then they have strategic reason to ally with us. Okay, so we've broken up some strikes. Go straight to the urban development, get a lot of infrastructure there. So what are you guys doing? They got so many war plans. But like, how would we invade? If we were to invade Europe, how would we do it? I mean, South Africa would be on our side, theoretically, in this situation. But they're slowly going communist. Okay, so we've gotten some better rifles. So it's July. Production efficiency cap. Well, let's keep making our factories better. So there's probably going to be a French-German war, like there always is. But like, how's Poland going to fit into all this? How's Italy going to fit into all this? Again, I really do not have the answer to that question. So let us upgrade our rifles, making 2.26 rifles a day. 2.66 rifles a day. Again, not a ton, but it's more than 0. Guarantee their independence. Nobody wants to join our alliance. So if you were at war, they, I think, would want to create an alliance with us. Of course, world tension is not high enough quite yet. We're at 30%. That's not insignificant. The biggest so far has actually been because the Kaiser turned to Germany. They revived the Kaiserreich and they've opposed Hitler. So really, Germany's been the big bad guy so far, but really, nothing too bad has happened. Even declaring war in Ireland is only 0.4%. So apparently, the Kaiser going back to Germany was a bigger world issue than an actual military invasion of Ireland. So apparently this is 49% in favor of the aggressors. No idea how. I'm assuming just because Japan's capitulated and they were considered a major power. China is not considered a major nation. Only communist China is. So, strangely enough, if Mongolia can actually get to here and take over this single province, or the single state I should say, all of China will capitulate. So right now, very beardy communist guy, Zhang Lan, he has all the power in this alliance. And, it's going to be much easier to capitulate this guy than it is going to be to capitulate all of this. But again, I don't know if the AI understands that, really. I don't know if they understand that they can just focus solely on communist China and kill him. And then win that way. I'm going to go with probably not. You probably have no idea they can do that. We got urban development. Keep going down here. Let's get that oil field expansion ASAP. And then we have even more guys we can sign up to this front. In fact, we can probably actually shrink down some of these a little bit. Like, what's your military plan looking like? Yeah, so kind of just a big offensive towards Texas and then to there. Awesome. I mean, are we going to go with war with the United States? I mean, probably not. I don't see a situation in which that's really going to be happening. So you're almost ready to deploy. You just need a handful of motorized. What are you? You're like the really low, yeah, the really weak infantry divisions. So I'm actually going to transfer all of these troops into just being regular infantry. Germany Empire's claim memo. We're going to need this many rifles. We have 4. Okay, so you guys all seem fine. Apparently now we have low manpower. Cut this infantry division then, because we basically have almost tripled the size of this army because they were 3 divisions and now they're 9. 3 battalions to 9 battalions, whatever you want to, whatever nomenclature you want to use. But we have basically essentially triple the size of Green Army here. I mean, they're weak, and we need a lot of manpower to fill them out. But manpower is like, you know, it's the easiest thing to get. For new deployment, 720 units, 8,000 rifles. Shortage will last 2,584 days. Fantastic. That's what, like 10 years? Okay, no, that's maybe a bit much. But it's gonna be like 6 years. 1945, that's when our rifle production is really gonna go into full swing. But right now, it is piss poor. So maybe I really should focus on actually getting that military stuff done. Or the factories, because yeah, it's really not looking great. Military budget review. Ignore the Navy entirely because navies are big borings. A lot of research. I mean, this gives us 1 military factory. But I mean, it gives us a ton of research. A lot of research. But 1 factory. So that tree does not help us out much at all. We got about 3.4 years until we're actually ready to go and have our maximum fuel supplies. Again, nobody actually wants to join a faction with us. They have no reason to want to join us. Like, you know, what about you? You have strategic reasons to be hostile towards me. That is fair. I would understand, under that context, I would understand why you would not really want to help us out. We have 700 political power. Okay, we can actually probably spend some of this. Political advisor. Who will let us build factories faster? Trade law cost. Economy law. Sure, why not? Financial export. Because again, I didn't know we actually had 700. We only needed 300 to maintain what I wanted. Most of you guys are not useful. Do we have this division training time, division defense, offense? Fine. We'll have a defense expert. And that should be fine for now. We spent a lot of our political points. Most of those I don't think really made a huge difference by not getting them. If getting guys that just improve our military, we're not at war. It's not like we've saved casualties by not doing that. Like the training division time guy, that might have been useful, but like the United States really is not ready for an invasion on their southern border. They have 14 to 45 divisions. The United States is actually almost asking to be invaded. I don't know why their army is so small. Like, for some reason, it's just absolutely tiny. Okay, let's get some encryption and decryption going on. If they have 14 to 45 divisions, I mean, they have a ton of manpower, a lot of planes. Apparently, their army number does double, and I'm assuming actually I'm just getting more accurate reading on how many troops they have. But still, it's not as many as you would have thought. At least that I would have thought, at least. I mean, they're still volunteer only. We're on limited conscription. We do need to improve our conscription a little bit. We can't go into extensive until we're at war. So we're kind of just stuck until war actually breaks out. So we really can't train many more troops for the time being. And luckily, the United States really is not militarizing our borders very much. McCann's guaranteeing the independence of the U.S. Are they guaranteeing our independence as well? No, they're not. Was it only I mean, they're guaranteeing each other's defense, but you should let me join your faction. And then we go fight somebody else. Manchukuo has capitulated again. Didn't they already capitulate? How do you capitulate twice? Oh wait, no, you're a different. Wait, no, you're a different country. You're also fascist, though. In the Comintern. They're an imperial associate. Okay. So no, China's actually winning against the Soviets. I don't. Okay. Like, there's so many people. Like, 1.43 million. I'm just stunned by everything. I mean, it's 1939. Major war has not broken out yet. I don't consider what's happening in Asia a major war because we can't get involved in it. It's just communists fighting other communists for the most part. We're gonna get another research slot soon. I mean, all of this is just cheap research. And I don't know if anything down here actually helps us. I mean, this will let us join the Central Powers. Again, it's a weird. Also, this also lets us join the Central Powers. So, yeah. Coastal defense. I mean, if we join Germany and we join their faction, again, it's the same faction as the British, so these both will allow us to join the same faction. And maybe also help us regain control of the United States. So maybe this whole situation really was leading us to join up with the British and the Germans for a completely unimaginable situation. Really, this is where I saw this campaign going. As far as I know, there's no reason that we couldn't do this. I mean, they could say no. That is also a theoretical possibility. But if, we join them, we join the Central Powers, and then we just annex and control all of South and Central and South America. Clearly, that is the most logical state to bring this campaign, is full and total control of Latin America underneath one Mexican United States. One united Mexican state, whatever you want to call it. We're all Mexican on this day. And then we invade the United States. Because I don't know what the hell they're doing. And we invade Canada because, they're big babies. We can go kill them. It all works out in the end. Let's get some encryption going on. 3 days. Like, how many troops does Guatemala have? They have 715, 3 to 5. El Salvador is militarized as... Wow, okay. So we ignore it. We ignore El Salvador for the time being. We go to Nicaragua. We go to Costa Rica. We go to Panama. We go to Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay. All of us under one massive, Grand Colombia 2.0. The way forward is clear. We must forcibly bring democracy to Central America. It's what we have to do. Because I don't know if any of our other guys are going to do anything. And also, I don't know what anybody's doing. I don't know. Everyone has unknown focuses, so they could be doing anything at all. 8 to 23 divisions. Japan, how have you done this? yourself. Yeah, they just have massive armies. Potentially massive armies. So maybe it is time for us to reposition some troops down to the southern border. Yeah, why not? All you guys go back down there. Delete this plan. Blue, once again, you can control the entire border there. You are going to invade your way to the end of Guatemala. I mean, all these guys have declarations of guarantees by the United States. So, a war against America is an inevitability under this situation. But hopefully, Britain will land troops here and try to reinforce us, or Germany will. They have a lot of troops. Like, a lot more than I would have expected. But we can only do this if we nationalize the oil fields. Otherwise, we have to ally with the British. Again, either way, we're allying with Britain. It's just how we do it is what's different here. So, you know, we're still ahead of time on that, so we can hold off for a little bit of time. More fuel. Synthetic oil, let's get that one going. Low manpower, just ignore that, it's fine. We're going to nationalize the oil fields. Air defense, strategic bombing, cavalry defense. So the Mexican army has to be ready to hold off and withstand the might of the United States Armed Forces whenever the time comes. Because I'm sure the United States is going to declare war on somebody. Or is going to declare war on us at some point. It's almost 1940, but again, not quite. I mean, let's get the better light tanks. That would probably help us out. Also, what I could be doing is building a land fort. Not level 10 land forts, but at least a level 1 fort on the entirety of the border. You know, to withstand American aggression. Throw that straight to the bottom. This will be done on the 24th. So it's still going to take a while for this entire defensive wall to be built. You know. The irony of that Mexico is the one building a wall. It really, it all comes full circle at the end of the day. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this video. So thanks for watching my fans. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.